Yes, guys, welcome back to the end of the video on the YouTube channel. Back with another match reaction. England are through to the semi-finals of the Euros as we face Holland on Wednesday in the last four. And to this day, I'm still trying to figure out how England are in the semi-finals right now. I mean, to think we are 2 games away from potentially winning this competition is something that is so hard to fathom because we have stunk the place out in every single game this tournament. But hey, France are doing the same thing and it's working for them. They're playing crap, but they're in the semi-finals. I'd almost argue France are playing worse than England. They haven't scored a goal from open play, yet they're in the semi-finals against Spain. Their luck could run out eventually because Spain are arguably the favourites to win the tournament. It's the same with England because Holland are arguably, say, the best team on our side of the draw. So anything can happen in that game. But yeah, all I know is we are 90 minutes away from reaching back-to-back European finals. Gareth Southgate, man. Lucky once again. But you know what? I'm actually going to give him slight credit. And that was him changing the formation, which isn't hard to do, is it? I mean, he's still scattered the same players that have been stinking up the place this whole tournament, just in a different formation. Obviously, Guehi had to drop out because he was suspended for Conte, who I thought actually played well, to be fair. I'd start him in the next game against Netherlands and perhaps drop either Walker or Stones because I think Walker and Stones have had a really poor tournament, and I reckon Conte doesn't deserve to lose his spot. So I reckon Guehi definitely should be coming back in, and he should be partnering. I mean, it makes sense to stick with Stones really, and play Conte. So yeah, look, as I said, the formation I do like. I think England suit a back three rather than a back four, because when we're defending, it's just so hard to watch. So I reckon in a back three, when we actually have wing backs that have the license to go forward and attack the flanks, yeah, it's more suited to England, I feel like. So I want England to go with that same formation, not the same setup. Well, setup, formation, same thing, isn't it? I want them to go for the same formation, the semi-finals and then the final, depending on whether we make it. But still, for overall, the performance was, what's the term? Just, I won't say it was crap, but it was pretty poor. It's very average, to say the least. I thought first half, we were actually in control of the game. And we had a couple of shots that were blocked, a couple crosses here and there, but no end product. Second half, though, from the second half onwards, we were dog meat. We were conservative. We were scared. And I'm like, what is going on? I mean, it shouldn't be a shock to me because England have never had a 90 minutes under Southgate that I can remember where England have been the better side from minute 1 to 90 or minute 1 to 120. I mean, we're so inconsistent, man. We played okay for the first 45 and then the other 45 and then the other 15 in extra time, we were just terrible, man. I thought Switzerland were the better side in the second half and in extra time. and they created the better opportunities. They went 1-0 down, 1-0 up, sorry. And I was sat there thinking, it's not going to happen, is it? I mean, 15 minutes left. I mean, at least against Slovakia, they scored within, 30... It wasn't 30 minutes, was it? It was around 20 to 25 minutes they scored. So it gave us plenty of time to get back into the game. Whereas yesterday, we only had 15 minutes to grab an equaliser. And we got that all right instantly in the 80th minute. Saka, brilliant finish into the bottom left corner. Arsenal chemistry, bailing Southgate out. Interesting. It wasn't just obviously Saka and Declan Rice. It was the penalty takers that stepped up. Palmer, Bellingham, who else? Tony. Am I missing someone? Obviously, Trent scored the winning penalty. I'm definitely missing someone else. Let me just double check. I need to get this right, surely. So we had Palmer, Bellingham, Saka, Tony, and Trent. Yeah, so I got it right. I thought there was one more, but yeah, fair play to every single one of them players that stepped up for the penalties, especially Bukayo Saka. Oh my days, what would have been going through his head to take that third penalty as well? Like, let's factor in that the third penalty is always a huge penalty, because if you score that, then you're in the driving seats to win the whole shootout. And it was a great penalty, and as he scored the equaliser to send it to extra time and penalties in the first place, or else we would have been out like we were against Slovakia. I mean, if there's one person that still thinks that the players are the problem, then you're born buffering. Because it's crystal clear that the players are doing all they can to win this tournament for Southgate as well, because very likely it's going to be his last major tournament. And that's 2 games in a row now. 3 games in the whole tournament where the players have bailed Southgate out. Yeah. And you've got these ICT merchants on TalkSport saying, oh, England was so good today. Like, please, what on earth have they been watching? England have been superb. Mate, we did not have a shot on target until the 75th minute, until Switzerland scored. Yet this manager decided not to make any changes. Like, this guy, when the Titanic sinks, Southgate's someone that would use sponges to prevent everyone from drowning. It's a joke. The fact he took so long to make changes, and then suddenly, within a blink of an eye, Switzerland score, and then he's, oh God, that moment of realisation, the cogs were turning. Oh my days, we need to make changes. We have no choice now to attack. Then why don't we do that in the second half? Oh my days. And the moment he does make changes, literally 2 minutes after, Saka scores. Can't be a coincidence, surely. Look, this guy never flipping learns, man. Never makes changes early. And the moment he does so, we attack. We look dangerous. Jesus, it's not rocket science, man. Bloody hell. Yeah, certain individuals did not turn up yesterday. Trippier at left back, don't even get me started. He didn't even play left back, he played left wing back, didn't he? Yeah, please, drop him for the next game. You saw the difference between Shaw and Trippier. The golfing class between the two of them is chalk and cheese. Luke Shaw on the left-hand side, you have an actual outlet, someone who's left-footed, down that side. Whereas Trippier, oh my days. Just imagine we go through to the final, Spain beat France, and Yamal is running at Trippier. That is a problem. So, yeah, Trippier needs to be dropped for the next game. We know now that Luke Shaw is fit, so he should be starting for the next game. Trippier, retire. I don't even care. He's terrible. I'm not saying he has not been a great servant for England. He's had a good career as well. Won La Liga and that Atletico Madrid, but yeah, he's past it. He's no good at right back, let alone left wing back or left back. The fact he's played every single game for England in this tournament bemuses me. Yeah. He should be holding bench for a while. Harry Kane. What do we do with Harry Kane? He is dreadful. He is absolutely dreadful. This is not me saying he's a dreadful striker. He's just been dreadful for England, to put it bluntly. Terrible. I reckon he is holding this team back. And in this semi-final against Holland, if we stand any chance of winning, you drop him. And I know it's a very uncomfortable conversation about England's best ever striker, but you've got to call a spade a spade. Harry Kane is not playing well enough as players like Ivan Toney and Ollie Watkins. Ivan Toney, when he came on, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. We look so much more threatening with Ivan Toney on the pitch than we do with Harry Kane. Again, he's dropping deep every single time. We whip in a cross, Harry Kane's ball watching on the edge of the box, whereas when we lose possession, Harry Kane is sprinting every millimetre to get in a defensive midfield position and pick up the ball. You're a number 9. You are a number 9. And every time we whip in crosses, you're there on the edge of the box, running at 12 miles per hour to get in the area. And the moment he's got in the area, our corner kick has already been taken, or Switzerland are attacking. Like, bro, there is no way he can be that slow. There's no way. It's about time we play someone up top that is more dynamic than Harry Kane, like an Ollie Watkins. Like, I would say Ivan Toney is more dynamic than Ollie Watkins, but as I said, we're more of a threat with Ivan Toney up top. And at the same time, we play the same way if Ivan Toney comes on. So I'd rather have an Ollie Watkins where he can thread the ball in behind and he'll get on the end of a couple of crosses and through balls, whatever. He can collect rebounds as well. So one of them two need to be given a chance in this semi-final against Holland. Playing Harry Kane, telling you we will get knocked out if Harry Kane starts. And Trippier. For me, you go Pickford, Walker, Guehi. In fact, no, not Walker. You go Pickford, Guehi, Stones, and actually no. You play Conte on the right, Guehi on the left, and then Stones in the middle. Then you go right wing back Trent, but we know he's not going to start Trent. Bellingham, Foden. What am I on about? Rice, and then Luke Shaw as the left wing back. You go Saka on the right. I would actually go Palmer on the left, and then Harry Kane up top. I don't think Foden's doing enough either. I really don't. And the moment Palmer came on, things started to happen. And I know I wouldn't say I slandered Palmer in the last video. I just said he was poor. And the reason why I said he was poor, because these Chelsea fans or any football fans that have watched the Premier League have always put him on this pedestal of the likes of Vinicius and Mbappe. If he's on that standard of Vinicius and bloody Mbappe, then you expect more from him. And I just didn't see that against Slovakia. Yesterday, I thought he played very well and he tucked his penalty away so well. And let me just throw this question out there, which is, I'm pretty sure, very, very difficult. But I'd love to see what you guys think. But who is the better penalty taker? Cole Palmer or Ivan Toney? Leave it in the comment section down below. Who do you reckon is better at penalties? Ivan Toney or Cole Palmer? Because bro, he doesn't even look at the ball when he's taking a penalty. That's how crazy it is. Palmer's just ice cold with it. You know he's not going to miss. And you got to feel for Switzerland, man, because this whole time we were playing for penalties. Because we have the best penalty takers in Europe. In Europe, yet Switzerland, on the other hand, have two of their centre-backs taking their first two penalties. Says a lot, doesn't it? Let's talk about Saka as well. Taking that third penalty, which was very important. Very important. Because you score that, you're in the driving seat to win the shootout. And it's a good penalty as well. Calm, composed. Not only that, got man of the match. And he was my man of the match, if you ask me. I thought he was brilliant. Every single time he got hold of the football, he wanted to take his man on. And what a finish. And for me, it's what we've been watching for 5 years now. 5 years of that trademark Saka finish, cutting inside, curls one into the far corner. He properly silenced his haters yesterday. And yeah, obviously Declan Rice picked up an assist as well. Paul Scholes, eat your heart out, sunshine, because you've been mudded. Declan Rice and Saka combining for the England goal to take it to penalties in the first place and got us through. So yeah, we'll see what happens against the Dutch on Wednesday. I know it's another 18-minute video. I mean, I don't know why, but there's just so much to waffle on about England. So yeah, I do enjoy making these videos. I just cannot wait until the Premier League officially returns. So appreciate everyone who has been locked in as always. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in the next one where England match reactions will continue, and hopefully Wednesday against Netherlands isn't the last one. Catch you in a bit.